Hello, my friends. We meet again. It's been a while. Where should we begin? We're going to start right where we always do on this week's WWE NXT for March 21st, 2010. 2012. Sorry. Damn. I just started and I already fucked up. All right. Well, we start the show off again with Matt Striker. He announces that the main event will be Tyson Kidd versus Michael McGillicuddy. And then after that, it wasn't that long. So after that, we cut straight to the first match: Kurt Hawkins versus Justin Gabriel. Now I like both these guys very well. Kurt Hawkins is a personal favorite though, and what got me a little upset is that when he came out into the crowd, he got no response. Justin Gabriel, however, got a nice little pop there, and the match was okay. My major problem with it though is that it was far too short. It was only 2 minutes long. Hawkins did get in some offense. He did his signature body slam and the way he trips and stuff, but Justin Gabriel won with the 450 splash. After that, we got a backstage segment with Bateman and Caitlyn, and apparently they're playing doctor or something. And I noticed that last week they were playing tag. This week they're so-called playing doctor. So is their gimmick the fact that they're two fully grown children playing these little make-believe games? If that's the case, you might want to think of something else. Because it just feels really awkward. I don't know where to cheer them or boo them. I'm not sure. Do you cheer for 20-year-old children? It's odd. I mean, Zack Ryder excluded, but it's odd. However, Tamina comes in, and the funny thing, they were just there playing doctor, holding hands, and Tamina comes in, and she's like, "Oh wow, it's like the picture of love. It's like watching the sunrise over something," or she said some bullcrap like that. But what got me, I wasn't paying attention because what got me was her hair. Her hair was straightened. And if you don't know what Tamina Snuka usually looks like, her hair is usually all frizzy and curly, but it was straightened. So it actually took me a while for my mind to connect the dots and say, "Oh my God, that's Tamina. That's Tamina Snuka." It took me a while to figure that out because she looked so different. She was all dolled up and had a nice dress, makeup, her hair was straightened. I'm like, damn, girl cleans up big time. Well, after they do that, Tamina stays there, and that's when Titus O'Neil and Darren Young come in, and Titus O'Neil's like trying to put the moves or whatever, and he says that Darren Young is actually, kind of interested. So Darren Young nervously, which was a hilarious picture to me because Darren Young is always the asshole, nervously asked Tamina out for a date. And that's when the Usos come in and cock block them. And that's when they announce the match for tonight. And then after a Rock and Cena commercial, we cut back to Darren Young versus Jimmy Uso with Jay on commentary. Now, it was a so-so match. It was okay. Darren Young wins with his finish, the gut check. And I really noticed something. This match brought out one really important thing. The Usos aren't that great when it comes to singles matches. When they're in a tag team, they're a force. You don't mess around with the Usos when they're there at the same time. On singles competition, however, you really do stand a chance. After the match, Josh Matthews gets a text, and all of a sudden he just leaves. Apparently he got a text saying that his car was stolen, which is odd. And it cuts to the back where Maxine is with Curtis, and she's trying to explain she's trying to explain her plan to get closer to William Regal. And that's when Johnny Curtis chloroforms Matt Striker. He was supposed to get Josh Matthews, but instead he got Matt Striker, and they put him in a trunk. And Maxine is freaking out, as she should. And she asked Curtis, why do you have chloroform? And Curtis responds, why don't I have chloroform? This guy's gimmick is that he's supposed to be super creepy, and it is really working. Because, God, this guy gives me the willies. I mean, he's the kind of guy that if he came into your house, you would have to wipe and disinfect everything he touched, including the tiles on the floor that he stepped on. Ugh. After that, let me check my notes here. Oh, Maxine goes over to commentary with William Regal, and she brings a little picnic basket full of goodies or whatever. They're those beauty things you get at Bed Bath & Beyond, the salts and the massage oils. Then we cut to the next match, Percy Watson, Showtime Percy Watson versus my boy Tyler Reks. And it was actually a pretty cool match, pretty good back and forth. Tyler Reks is a big dude, but he can move pretty quick too. Not as fast as the fast guys, but he can still move. And Percy Watson is just bursting with athleticism. But I really couldn't enjoy that match that much because the commentary was so odd. William Regal was there, and he was not calling the match at all. Instead, it was Maxine. All you heard was Maxine giving William Regal a foot massage. You saw Percy Watson and Tyler Reks wrestling, but you heard William Regal getting a foot massage, and it was really jarring, to say the least. I'm so used to commentary that just I don't know. You can concentrate more on the match if you watch the match on mute, which is something I really don't want to keep saying, but I end up saying it anyway. Percy Watson wins, and I noticed during the finish, Percy Watson was really sloppy when it came to doing his signature moves, the Showtime Splash and the Persecution. Yeah, that was a little bit... He didn't botch the moves. He did them. He just did it not as well as he usually does. I'm going to chalk it up to jet lag or whatever. After that, we get 2 long-ass video packages from Raw, of course, because, as you know, we did not see it on Monday. Fuckers. After that, we get another backstage segment with Johnny Curtis and Maxine, and apparently Matt Striker has disappeared. And instead, a ransom note is left saying, "We have Striker, we know what you did." Dun dun dun. The plot thickens. Or thins. I'm not sure which one it is. Anyways, we finally go back to the main event. Pardon me. Michael McGillicuddy versus Tyson Kidd. Now, I've said it before. Now I'm going to say it again. I really like what they're giving McGillicuddy. He is a third-generation superstar. I thought he was just a second, but he's a third-generation superstar. And he is basically calling out Tyson Kidd to be a fanboy and a wannabe and a never was, because he thinks Tyson Kidd wants to be a Hart. He wants to be part of the Hart family. And to me, this sounds like it's more for the older wrestling fans instead of the younger generation, because these younger fans will not appreciate the importance of the Hart family, the Hart Foundation. You know what I'm saying? They were a pretty integral part of the WWE for a long time. I mean, you got Jim the Anvil Neidhart, you got Bret Hart, you got Owen Hart, the British Bulldog. British Bulldog wasn't a Hart, but he was there, and those were some good guys. So I think older wrestling fans, or fans like me who weren't there when the Harts were wrestling, but still cared enough to go ahead and look back, watch their matches on YouTube, WWE Classics on Demand, just watch, get some good WWE history, would know how important they were. So that's what this little feud feels like to me. Like it's a throwback. It's something more for the older fans, because the new ones, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They don't know shit about the Harts. But This match was actually pretty good. I still liked it. It was a very good, really slow guy versus really fast guy. Michael McGillicuddy being the slow guy. Michael McGillicuddy, I guess his psychology for this match was to wear down Kid as much as he could, while Kid, on the other hand, kept, strike, 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 just keep going and going. So it was a good back and forth match, slow guy versus fast guy. And Tyson Kidd wins, and then at the end, post-match promo, Michael McGillicuddy gives a really, the promo was, I don't want to say it was well written. It was just very basic, but the delivery was so bad. Oh my God, it was like, hey kid. Granted he just finished a match, but come on, man. At least catch your breath first. He's like, I'm gonna get you. This is not over. You're gonna regret this, and I'm gonna hit you where it hurts, in the heart. And all I could think of was McGillicuddy saying, I'm going to hit you where it hurts, in the heart. McGillicuddy made it funny. Because seriously, that's all you got? A pun? I saw that pun coming miles away, man. God. Well, this was a very odd show, a very interesting show. Not bad. The best part of the show was actually William Regal's commentary. Because William Regal is a funny guy. He'll say some funny stuff and catch you off left field. Most of it is him lying, of course, but it's still great. Worst part about the show? That this was a bad night for my boys Kurt Hawkins and Tyler Reks. As a tag team, they're pretty solid, but in singles, I think they have a little bit left to be desired. But hey, it's only a matter of time before they take over the WWE. WWE NXT, hashtag you should be watching.